Hello again, everyone. I'm Richard Weil, and I'm the principal and CEO of National Restaurant Consultants, and we welcome you to our 84th edition of the NRC Helpful Moment. And once again, I'm joined by the principal and owner, president of Top Line Management, Cafe Fuel, the wonderful Brian Devine. Hello, Brian. How are
Thank
you
you.
on this beautiful Friday?
Hello. I am happy it's Friday. Thank you for
There
having
you
me.
go. Our special guest today is Mr. Mo Itachfini, the owner, one of the owners and principals of Sahara Restaurant in Greenwood Village, Colorado. And Mo and his restaurant have been open for 27 years, serving really, I think, the best Middle Eastern food in the entire Front Range of Colorado, maybe the
All
entire
right.
Rocky Mountain region for sure. They've been doing
Thank
a
you.
great job.
Love it.
Mo, Lubna, and Jihad have been doing amazing food. And Mo, welcome. We're glad to have you. How's your family doing?
They're doing good. They're hanging in there. Thank you for asking.
So, how does it feel to be 27 years old as a restaurant? And how have you all pivoted into survival mode since March to keep Sahara a relevant, popular, terrific restaurant? So, what have you all been doing to keep things moving and how you've been able to keep your employees employed?
Well, we've been in business for 27 years. It feels good. That's with the support of a lot of our regular customers and, and new as well. And since we got this pandemic, we've been hanging in there, and we went through tough time just like any other business or any other restaurant. So we've been following the rules and of the CDC and the things of our governor said, and it's been tough, but we've been through it just fine.
Good.
And have you definitely pivoted? You obviously are working with Grubhub and Uber Eats and et cetera for third party delivery as well as carry out. You've got a pretty good, robust carry out business. And how's that going? And how have you created those efficiencies
Yeah,
for Sahara?
yeah. Since the pandemic started, we've been promoting the takeout and the delivery and the curbside pickup, and through our partners, did they do the delivery for us, like DoorDash, like you mentioned, Uber Eats and Grubhub, and it has been a good help to our business to keep us at least going. And after that, since we start accepting dine-ins, it in the beginning of it, it's been hard since we have to, it's all new to us, and we have to deal with customers face to face. But we've been handling it very good, doing tray handling to hand people customers checks, and to to keep mask on, and we've been it, I, it's been good so far. So we've been doing it that way, and uh, with the it's yeah, that's about it for now.
You guys got some PPP money and you've certainly been able to utilize that. I'm sure that was helpful, but that obviously is something that you're watching very carefully, right?
Yeah, the PP money did help us to bring back our employees. Not all of them at 100%, but at least I would say about 50% of them, they made it back, and there was nice of them to let the government help and come back to work, and that money did certainly help. And we brought up about like I said, about 60% of our employees, and they're still with us till now. And but it's coming to an end, hopefully.
I hope. Yeah. Well, there might be
Just
another round of it coming up in September. That's
oh
possible, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
let's cross our fingers.
So I know you're doing cashless or touchless payment. Describe a little bit for your dine-in customers as well as your carry-out customers that walk in. Everything is done at the front of the restaurant, right?
Yeah, everything is done through the front. The payment is done at the front of the restaurant, and we promote when people call for takeout delivery that they will pay through the phone. We collect their credit card number and we run it through the phone, so it's touchless. There's no contact, no hand to hand contact. and we promote credit card versus cash, so that like that it will keep our employees healthy and everyone else in the restaurant healthy.
And I think you also pivoted to a QR code menu, right? Is that right?
Yeah, for the menu, we uh, we did the QR code. Customers, they scan the menu through the QR code with their phones, and they get to our menu. So like that, they won't get our, the menu that we have at the restaurant. That's it's good and healthy that way.
Is anybody requesting a printed menu still? I know you have some older patrons. Have you run into that at all?
Yeah, we did actually, but we just help them by verbally telling them what we have, or we can help them, navigate through their phone, their smartphone, to get the menu in front of them through their phones.
So you're not really experiencing any pushback from your guests at all on the QR codes or the touchless, contactless payment, are you?
Not really. Well, there's always special cases, but not as much. Everybody has been understanding of the of the touchless menu, and it's been good so far.
One of the great reasons to have Mo on today from Sahara Restaurant in Greenwood Village, Colorado, is he is an outstanding example. Sahara is what independent and other restaurants have had to do to be relevant, to stay relevant. A 27-year-old restaurant has done the things they need to do to follow the protocols, to help the guests stay safe, stay healthy, keep their employees employed. And so we thought this was going to be just a great example, and it is. Brian, do you have questions for Mo at all, or any thoughts?
I wanted to add something today. I know I kind of play off of what we talk about, but something that I realized just this week that not all restaurant owners are aware of is that Google My Business is they're changing their platform almost daily. So if you haven't been in your Google My Business listing, that's your map listing. And if you haven't been in there in the last month or so, I would encourage you to get back in there, because what they are doing is they are giving you controls over what people are going to see when they find you online, especially when they're looking you up directly, in a way that they really haven't previously. So what I want you to do is to log into that account. If you don't have access, get access. If you don't know how, reach out. I'm happy to walk you through it. There's no charge for that. We just want to help. But what you're looking for is when you've logged in, you go to info, and then you go to attributes or highlights, and they've changed kind of what they're calling it. But it's probably, I think I looked yesterday, it was called highlights. And you have the opportunity there to say whether you're doing curbside, whether you're doing takeout, delivery, touchless, in restaurants. So you get to tell people everything right up front. And if you're doing that and the person down the street is not doing that, Google's going to show yours first. So please take advantage of that. So Mo, I didn't know if you've looked at it recently.
Yeah, actually, I did just last week.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
fantastic.
And it did work. As a matter of fact, after I did that, I saw some business, just from doing that. Yeah, in the last week and this week, the business kind of picked up since I've done this. But thank you for the.
Yeah, absolutely. Keep checking it, Mo, because it literally, like, that. What's been amazing is that Google's been asking for feedback from organizations like ours, and they're reacting. They're not just like, yeah, maybe we'll get. They're doing it like within a couple of days. So
yes.
Keep on checking that, and the more you're in there, the more you interact with people that leave you reviews and you respond, the more they're going to push you up, because you're seen as someone that they want people to find. So take advantage of that, Mo. I'm glad that worked out for you.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Brian, and thank you, Mo. I can tell you,
you're welcome.
The best hummus ever is at Sahara or Baba Ganoush, Fatouche, you name it.
Thank you.
They have the authentic. These are authentic dishes. The recipes are generations, as well as the owners from Morocco and Lebanon. The chef partners from Lebanon, he's Lebanese. Mo and Lubna are both from Morocco. And Mo, I think you speak 4 or 5 different languages. Is that right?
Something like that. Trying, at least.
Something like that. Mono mi habla español,
See,
Farsi, you name it. He can speak it. He can
see.
speak it, and
If you
Spanish,
just
of course.
pronounce it, I'll pick it up from there.
That's right. He's not only a great restaurateur, a good friend, but he's a linguist, and he's got the heart of gold. So, folks, anybody in the Colorado and the Metro Denver area, if you've never tried Sahara Restaurant, it's off of Arapahoe Road, just east, about a half a mile east on the south side of Clinton, the southeast side of
South
Clinton
side
and
of
Arapahoe
Arapahoe.
Road.
Hmm.
Yeah, in Greenwood Village. It's marvelous food. If you, I mean, really, if you've never tried any of the Mediterranean or Middle Eastern food, it's the real deal. I promise you. And for this broadcast that we're doing today, I'm here in southern Utah, and my wife is sitting next to me, and she's ready for some Lumna's spicy chicken right now. There you go.
There we go. We'll
Well,
deliver it.
that's it.
I'll
There you
deliver
go. That's it for
it.
Thank you, Mo.
Oh, you're
That's it for
welcome.
today. Brian, do you have anything else?
That's all for today. Thanks,
All right.
everybody.
Bye
Thank you
for
for
now,
having me.
everybody. Thank you.
You're
Bye.
welcome.
Thanks, Mo.
Bye-bye. You're welcome.